Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is now time for our weekly energy read. This reading is for March 13th through the 19th of the year 2023. So, what you're going to be doing here is choosing a domino. But before you do, go ahead and pause this video. Then choose your domino, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Then unpause this video and come back and get your message, okay? Let's get started. Again, I have already chosen 4 dominoes out of the pile that you see behind it. And I'm going to give you the message for each domino that has been chosen. We're going to go through all the areas in which we sometimes have questions about. Those areas being about our finances, about your work, business, job, school, career. All of that is going to be in one particular area because, well, if you're going to school, you're obviously going to enhance yourself in some way to maybe even land that better job or get that position in that career. Okay. We're going to also be talking about health and love and relationship. Now, keep in mind that just because it's love and relationship, we're not always talking about intimate relationships. We could also be talking about our relationships with family and our friends. Okay, so all of that goes under love and relationship, family, friends, and our intimate partners. Okay, let me get a drink of water. All right, and now let's get started. All right, so if you chose domino number 1, you have a 4 and a 2 combination here. Now, what I'm getting here for those that chose this domino in terms of finances, here I get stability comes from somewhere close. All right, stability somewhere close. Someone or entity like government funds, taxes, tax returns, or just some money owed to you in general. Excuse me. Some of you may receive money from a loved one, a close friend, or a closely tied entity, which I've already gave you examples just a few seconds ago, or you from an entity in which you are owed or due to receive money from. Now, this money could also come from a loss of someone or something. Let me give you an example. Of course, we know what a loss of someone is or a loss of something. I use my own example where if you had some things in a storage unit and the storage unit decided to flood out for whatever reason, and you get a check for a loss of your things. Okay. So that's what we have for finances. Now let's go over to work, business, job, school, career. Now, in this area, and remember that each area that I talk about, you all, it may not apply. All right. This is a general reading. So in work, business, job, school, career, you may be partnering up with someone in this area to work on a project or collaborate. This also could refer to plain old team building or networking. Okay. Now, for some, it may be crucial for you to team build, network, or collab in order to receive the boost that you are trying to achieve or that you want. Like if you're trying to make a name for yourself, get your name out there, you're just starting something new. Okay. Now, in terms of health, some of you may need to try partnering up with someone if you find yourself struggling to be consistent in this area. Seek professional assistance if possible in order to achieve your specific health goals, okay? So if you can, do that. In terms of love and relationship, some of you may getting a little closer, maybe getting a little closer with a loved one or a significant other. If you're dating, you may move on to the next level of that relationship. Now, if we are moving into expanding in that relationship, it is you are advised to take your time, especially now. Take your time in moving forward in a relationship. Now, we are moving into the waning moon cycle right now as we speak. So this is a time to let go of differences, to heal those relationships, and possibly, or maybe even so, decide on what you like to improve on in terms of it. So if you like to improve in that area of your relationship, write down some goals that you would like to work on for this next moon cycle, okay? That's a part of manifestation. So write down what you really would like your relationship, if you are currently in one, if you want to see changes, write down what you want to see it look like or become. And remember, all change begins with you, all right? Every single change begins with you. Now, domino number 2. Again, as I've said, for those who chose domino number 1, I'm going to say it here for those of you who chose domino number 2. Each area may not apply to you. This is a general read. So in terms of finances, wishes come true for some of you if you have been hoping for a piece of change to come through. It may find its way to you from a close being or entity, okay? This is a close person or something that you do business with, like a bank. Something is closely tied to you, okay? You are advised to handle your personal affairs first with any funds received in this week. Now, when it comes to work, job, business, school, career, all of that is together. Wishes come true for those of you who are trying to advance in these areas. The universe may be clearing the way so that you land that job, get that business deal, or pass that exam in school. Your main objective or main job this week is to remain grateful before the news even gets to you, okay? In terms of health, wishes come true for those of you who are expected to become pregnant this week. Wishes come true for those hoping for good news and results from possible health issues and from checkups, okay? Now, whether the checkup or a health issue or pregnancy, whether it's either of those, and those are just to name a few here. Okay, those are just to name a few here. You are advised to follow up around month 3 or in 3 months to be sure we are good to go. And when I said month 3, I'm meaning month 3 after the fact that you have received results or whatever is going on in the health area of your life right now, okay? So if you're starting something new, follow up in 3 months, okay? In terms of love and relationship, wishes come true for those of you who have been hoping for a change in this department, such as new love may arrive or healing may be in order for some. This does not strictly apply to our intimate relationships either. Remember, I said that maybe in the start of this or the last number, those who you chose number 1. Okay, so again, this doesn't strictly apply to our intimate relationships. So healing may happen for those in family relationships, like if you were arguing with a cousin or a mom, sister, uncle, whatever, healing may happen. This does not always mean, just because I say love and relationship, that it's about an intimate partner, okay? A proposal could introduce a new love interest to family or as a new friend, okay? So if there's a proposal to be made, like I want to introduce my girlfriend or my boyfriend or whomever, whatever your title is, then they become like, close because you've introduced them to people who already know you and that are close to you. All right. So they can be like considered family now, or be a close friend if you bring a friend home and you want to introduce them and y'all done got close from whatever. When I got that feeling, I was thinking more so military here, bringing a friend home. Maybe if a person was on tour for 3 years and this their good friend John or Cindy, and they bring them home to meet the family, and the family comes to find out that John or Cindy was really looking out for their son or daughter or vice versa. So they become like family now. All right. Those of you who chose domino number 3, you have a 6 and a 1 here. And I felt like some relationship new or starting new here. Now, in terms of your monies, you are advised to build or rebuild your relationship with money. Start looking into ways to save and grow your income. Your relationship with money over these next 3 to 6 months will determine your purchase power significantly in the year 2024. Let me say that again. Your relationship with your money over the next 3 to 6 months will determine your purchase power significantly in the year 2024. Y'all better build that relationship with your money. Save, save, save. Now, in terms of work, school, business, job, career, a new relationship with a business may form. You may either work for them as a W-2 employee or do some independent work as a 1099 worker. For some, this situation may be short-lived. Let me explain. It could be seasonal or it be something like temp work to put you ahead financially, okay? Something that you need to give you that boost in your financial department, all right? Beginning something new now as a 1099 may last for some of you 3 to 6 months straight, or be a piece of income, or be an inconsistent stretch of labor for that time period, which is again a piece of inconsistent income. All right, so it's like maybe something, I'm thinking DoorDash here, or Lyft, Uber. Okay, because if you're working, or if you have something else, it may be inconsistent, or it could be inconsistent just because of the general area that you live in, or other things are going on in your life that makes this piece inconsistent if you are 1099 in that way. Now, in terms of love, I'm sorry, let's go back. I just jumped over health. Health. In terms of health, you are advised to get a better relationship with your health, okay? Either your health or a healthcare provider. Do a self-assessment on yourself to see where improvement is needed, okay? Cut out distractions in order to gain a close relationship with self and get a handle on your health regimen. If you are in business for yourself, you need to have a health regimen. You need to have health care, period. If you do not have one, you need to adopt one, something, because especially if you are a work from home person and you just sit at desk all day, you need to have a healthcare plan. All right. Next we have love and relationship here. Some of you may need to get back to loving you more, build a relationship with you. Okay. Do some dating with yourself, take care of you, and practice, as well as take full advantage of your alone time. All right. Let me say that again. Practice as well as take full advantage of your alone time. Now, if you notice here, I didn't really even say anything about nobody else here. Relationship, period. Just the relationship with yourself. That's a relationship. Okay. Now, when I said practice as well as take full advantage of your alone time, then we roll into, in doing so, we will enter doors of self-discovery if we do this, and see things about ourselves that we couldn't while we were distracted. So if you were distracted some months ago by other people that are in your life or now out of your life, whatever, now you have that time to get back to basics, which is yourself. Now, domino number 4 here, we have a 2 and a 3 combination. We have a 2 and a 3 combination here. All right, so close and expansion is what I feel, 2 words in terms of your money. All right. If you want it to expand, look at what you do with your money right now and elect to cut back if you have, if this is something that you want to see grow. You can give yourself a paycheck. If you look at where your money goes and decide, do I really need this or do I really need that? So if you don't need something that you're paying a subscription to, cut that stuff off and see, do you not have an increase in your pay? Okay. Look at those Apple subscriptions. I had that was a talk, a piece of table talk about a week or 2 ago for someone close to myself. And they said, look, it's always something coming out with Apple, or always something coming out here. And I said, well, you don't even know what it is anymore. Cut it off. All right. See, will you not give yourself an immediate pay increase, because now you see where your money was going and if you can live without it. Now, for others, you may get blessed with funds by someone who invests in your growth, or by an entity such as a bank that offers you a bank loan. So, all right. So if you're in the market for something like that, this may be your week. Let's go ahead on to work, school, job, business, career. All of that is all into one. Some of you may be expanding in this area due to a helping hand. Example, a co-worker, friend, or partner. This could be for a season, for a few who are trying to graduate. Obviously, this is school related, or you have a need to get your name out there in terms of work, job, business, entrepreneurship type things, or if you're trying to be seen by your superiors, whatnot, if you're working for someone. All right. Here, you need to be open to receive. All right. In this area, be open to receive. In terms of health, for those of you who chose this domino number 4, some of you may see an increase in efforts related to health. So if you was feeling like you was a little overweight, and you know you're not supposed to be getting up on that scale every day, if you feel like you was a little bit overweight and now it's been like a few months or something, go ahead and get on that scale. You'll see that you have you will see what efforts you have made, or that's not what I want to say. You will see if your efforts have paid off. That's what I want to say. All right. So if you're not seeing those results, then you know what you need to be doing. Keep moving forward is your advice. For those of you who are just getting started now, it's the time to cut out those distractions. Where are we at? We are just rolling into the waning moon. All right. Soon to be, if not already, we're rolling into waning moon. Okay. So time to start to cut out those distractions. Plan out your healthcare regimen and work your plan. That is your advice here. Lastly, in terms of our love and relationships, things may begin to heat up this week for some of you in terms of love. You need to be careful of being promiscuous, practicing promiscuous behavior. Okay. Play it safe when it comes to sex. Pregnancies are on the horizon for some of you folks out there. I take a deep breath. And some of these pregnancies will be planned and some unwanted. So be attentive. Be very attentive if this applies to you. Oh, that was a lot for you that chose 4. So again, not all the areas will apply. This is a general read. Now, that is your reading, everyone. I hope y'all have an outstanding week this week. If you would like a one-on-one reading with myself, please visit aminutewithmelody.com. And until next time, when we meet again, y'all go in peace.